أيها الموجوع صبرا إن بعد العسر يسرا. أيها الموجوع صبرا إن بعد العسر يسرا.
Alright, y'all, welcome back to the second episode of ZubiTalks. This is my podcast that I'm starting and gonna get more consistent by the weeks. And I'm hoping to drop one podcast every single week. Today's topic is about Muslim TikTok. And is Muslim TikTok really toxic? And so I want to talk a little bit about that and talk about a little bit about Muslim TikTok as a whole. I didn't start off on Muslim TikTok. I started off on normal TikTok. I actually started off on Arab TikTok. A lot of people that don't know me. My first videos was my mother being Palestinian and me being a half Palestinian, half African American. So that's where I started off on TikTok. And I later moved into Muslim TikTok, and I've been there since, happily and willingly. I think Muslim TikTok is very good, but could be very bad at times. And for a short answer, is Muslim TikTok toxic? Yes, definitely. But in what ways? What I do on TikTok is not just one thing. I'm a da'wah creator. I'm a food critic, but everybody say I rate everything a 10 out of 10. And I also like just making videos. It doesn't matter if I think of a video that I want to make that might be funny to me or something that I might like, I'm going to do it. It doesn't necessarily have to be da'wah. It doesn't necessarily have to be food. But Muslim TikTok is something that is beneficial to the youth nowadays. But it could also be dangerous to the youth. There's a lot of misinformation going around on Muslim TikTok. And there's a lot of good motivation that goes around on Muslim TikTok. Where does the toxicness come from on TikTok? I think most people on TikTok are on there and walk around with a chip on their shoulder. From a creator standpoint, if you're on Muslim TikTok, whatever you do on Muslim TikTok, whether it's you being a food critic, you being a da'wah creator, you being just a content creator, someone that the people on Muslim TikTok likes, you can't do no wrong. And if you do a wrong, Muslim TikTok will be the first to tear you down. And Muslims as a whole is the first people to bring you up and to have love for you. But they're also the first people to tear you down. You will post videos day in and day out for the followers and for the people as motivation for yourself and for them, or as content to make them laugh and yourself laugh, and they'll love you. But as soon as you do something bad, they tear you down as if you've been nothing already. And this is not, and I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about in general things I've seen with other creators. Obviously, as a creator, you're going to get hate. I've got hate. I've got a lot of hate. People see me as a da'wah creator, and sometimes I post things that are not da'wah, and I get hate for that. I would never be mad at advice, ever. If you guys see me slip up and you advise me, I love it. And I'm going to slip up. I will slip up. But I think a lot of people on Muslim TikTok are too harsh on the creators. They're too hard on the creators. They don't understand that these content creators are human. These content creators are not perfect. Even these famous people out here are not perfect. You see the most famous people, the most respected of the famous people like Denzel, Will Smith, LeBron. These people are not perfect, and they will end up slipping up. And so when these creators do slip up and you see how quick the Muslims on Muslim TikTok tear them down, it's kind of sad. But I do think at times advice needs to be said, or things do need to be said about anybody that's doing wrong, right? But there's a way in which we need to do that all the time. There was a little while ago, one of my friends, he had surfaced on TikTok. A video came out, and people were saying, "Oh, he's this, he's that, blah 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 blah." This is somebody everybody loves. But as soon as something comes out where they saying, "Oh, he has this in his hand, he this and that," they want to tear him down. So I got on there and I defended him, as anybody should. So I think in a way things should be said, but there's a way to do it. There'll be some and people think there's a double standard. People think that a lot of the dawah creators on TikTok, they think we're quick to go out and correct wrong that we see on TikTok. But they say when one of us are in the wrong, you don't see our peers correcting them. And I see I hear the double standard, but I don't think it's that. If I see something wrong on TikTok, I'm not gonna bash the person unless it has to do with Islam. So there's this one person that posted a Islamic video, and my little brother sent it to me, and I watched it, I said, no, this is wrong. And so I private messaged this person myself, and I said, you posted this video, it has almost 600,000 views. I said, but this video is incorrect and it's false information, and I let him know why. And he said, oh my gosh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. And so I'm thinking, okay, you're going to take it down. I come the next day, it's still up. And I go back to him. I'm like, you know this is false information. Why is it still up? It's still jumping in numbers. It goes from like 500,000 to like 800,000. I'm like, why is it still up? And he's like, he basically says, I'm not deleting it. So at that point, it's like, okay, now I have to stitch your video. Now I have to let people know it's wrong and why it's wrong. So I do that, and people's under his comments saying this is wrong, blah, 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 blah. And those are the times where I think things should be said. But if you see someone doing something and making a mistake on TikTok, don't be so quick to bash him. And this is a problem with Muslim TikTok. This is a huge problem. As a dawah creator right now, if I were to go on TikTok and I were to post a video of me with music in the background, I would get bashed. I'll get bashed more than people that's not dawah creators. And I see why, in a sense, and I understand it. But it's like, I am human at the end of the day. I've never came on TikTok and said, I don't listen to no music. I've never came on TikTok and said, I am an alim. I never came on TikTok and said, I am better than you. That's not what I did. I came on TikTok and I try and help myself first and then the people. But I do understand that as a dawah creator, you have to hold yourself to a higher standard than everybody else. As a dawah creator, you can't go on there expecting not to get bashed if you post something like that. So I understand that. But also in the situation of Chunks, when Chunks had Speed in his house and he had Lil Nas in his house, he got bashed on TikTok from left, right, and center. And people saying, you're in the house with this gay person, you're in the house with this, you're in the house with that. And I didn't understand why they were bashing him. Muslims are the first to love Chunks, but they were the first to literally drag him. And Chunks sitting down and looking at that, what do you think he's going to think? He sees all these Muslims dragging him, and he's like, nobody else is dragging me. Why are the non-Muslims not dragging me like this? But Muslims are the first to drag him down. And so I sent a message to him that got to him, and I told him, I said, don't worry about all of that. I said, you having that man in your house is actually dawah. That's actually a form of dawah. Because if you watch the video where he was in his house, you could see in the background, you could see his little poster up that has Islamic writing on it. I think it was an ayah from the Quran even on the wall. You go into a Muslim's house, you'll see a kitab, you'll see a prayer rug, you'll see this, you'll see that. You'll see water in the bathroom to come. Like, you'll see all of this. And this is da'wah. This is da'wah to a non-Muslim. Whether he's gay or not is da'wah. And so to say that he was wrong for having him in his house, that's wrong. And I don't agree with that. And I don't think he should have got bashed at all. You know, maybe if you guys are talking about a picture that was taken that maybe shouldn't have been, you could say that. But to say that he shouldn't have been hanging out with him and he shouldn't have had him in his house, that's wrong, because that's da'wah. Chunks being in there, Chunks, you saw Speed talking to him about Islam. You saw all of that. So we're so quick to build somebody up and give them a platform, but we're the quickest to try and take that away from them. And I don't understand that. Whether you're this big or this big. If you have love for a person and sincere love, and you see or you think that they've done something wrong, you're not just gonna sit there and bash them. You're gonna try and understand why he did what he did, or you're gonna try and look at it from a different perspective. Yeah, I immediately say, oh, this person's done, this person's canceled, I don't like this person no more. You guys are so quick to bash Chunks. Nobody ever says anything about Sharky. Never. Why is Chunks always the one that gets hate? It doesn't make sense. Neither of them should be getting hate. Neither of them. So I think there's a double standard in the Islamic community with regards to whether it's TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, with just Muslim creators. I think Muslim creators are most loved by Muslims, but they're also most hated by their own people, Muslims. And I think that's something we need to work on. And if we see something bad within our own people, our Muslims, then we advise and we do it sincerely. And you know what sincerely is. You don't go on Twitter. You don't go posting pictures. You don't go making fun of people. Sincere advice is sincere advice. And you know Chunks have people close to him that will let him know if things are right or wrong. There's no need for 100 little accounts on TikTok that nobody knows who's running them. They're hiding behind it. Take little clips, taking them out of perspective and posting little clips on TikTok to try to bash somebody. That's not doing it out of love. That's not trying to advise out of love. That's trying to humiliate somebody and make a fool out of them and use Islam and use them being Muslim as something to make them look bad. And that's not right. And I think it's getting bad. I think it's worse on TikTok, because there's a lot of small-time creators on TikTok that are Muslims, and they get bashed the most, and I see it on the daily. I've seen a lot of my friends get bashed. I've seen me get bashed. I've seen some of my friends doing the bashing. And it's not right. It's not right. It's something that the Muslims have to work on as a whole with each other. You guys have to know that somebody as a creator, you guys have to know that there's people within the circle that could do that advising, and that does do the advising. So somebody with an account of 1,000 followers, 2,000 followers, no need for you to stitch a video and making a video on this person. If you have thoughts, leave it to yourself. It's no reason to get on Twitter and post little threads of why you think this, why. Nobody's worrying about that. You're just adding fuel to the fire. If there is a creator out there that is doing wrong, know that there's creators on their level that will advise them. And there's no problem if you advise. But if you already see the video of the person advising and you see that video building up, don't try and make a video off of that video just to get views. The Muslim TikTok, man, so much of Muslim TikTok is views nowadays. Everybody wants to get views. Everybody wants to be out there. You'll see so many of the same videos. If any problems are happening, you'll see so many of the same videos on that one problem. And it's sad. It's like, bro, why are so many people stitching the same video? Let one person do the advising and khalas, leave it alone. But no, everybody wants to get views. Everybody wants to input their opinions. And it's not needed. It's not needed. And you see one Muslim on TikTok doing something just out of this world, something that they shouldn't have did, something that's straight haram on TikTok. and 100 people will stitch it and making videos about it. And it's like you're adding fuel to the fire, because now this person is going to want to rebel because all these people are bashing them, whether it's to him or her. They're going to want to rebel now. They're going to go and post another one of those videos that we got mad at the first time. And so many people stitching it, so many people commenting. You guys are adding fuel to the fire. And then with these clowns on TikTok, these people that make fun of the religion on TikTok, it's so, wallahi, it's so sad to see that you guys give this attention. These people get so much attention and clout off of us. You see people like, what's that clown's name, man? Oh, man, what's his name, man? Modine. You said this dude Modine from the UK. You guys give this dude so much attention, and I don't understand it. This dude's a Shia Muslim, and he first of all, he disrespects Shias too. He disrespects Sunnis and disrespects Shias, and we give him attention. We give him clout. We're making him money. Sunnis, Shias, we're making him money. This other girl that gets online and she's a Muslim one day, a kafir, the next day a Muslim, we're giving her clout. Why is she on live with all the dawah creators? Why is she on live with some of the most famous Muslim TikTokers right now? It doesn't make sense. You're giving somebody that disrespects the religion clout. Modine and this other girl, you guys are giving these people clout. These people that come on TikTok and blatantly disrespect Islam, you guys are sending their videos, you guys are commenting, you guys are stitching, you guys are duetting, you guys are going on live to talk about the situation, you guys are giving them clout. But you know what the problem is? You guys yourself want the clout. You guys yourself want to be like, oh yeah, I was on live, I was talking to this person about, for what? For what? If you see somebody, and this is where you draw the line. You draw the line at religion. You don't go outside of religion for money. You don't go outside of the religion for clout. You don't go outside of the religion for respect. None of that. But this is what Muslim TikTok's doing. We're going outside of the religion for all of that. Literally giving Modine the most clout ever. And it's sad. It's sad. It's sad. And if you see the things he's doing, he recites on live and he does this on, like, it doesn't make any sense. So Muslim TikTok has to get better. And I know Muslim TikToks, there's a lot of good that comes from it. There's a lot of good and benefit that come from it. But there's a lot of bad, man. There's a lot of bad that Muslim TikTok is doing to our youth. Muslim TikTok is doing to us, and Muslim TikTok is doing to the men and women on the app. It's hurting the Muslims. And it may even be hurting the Muslims more than it's helping the Muslims. Because if you could see someone like him get so much clout, respect, and money off of this app, that's a problem. By disrespecting Islam, that's a problem. And you still see Sunnis laughing with him. You still see Sunnis hugging him. You still see Sunnis sending his videos, making videos with him. It doesn't make any sense. Nobody that disrespects Islam should have a platform. But we give it to them. We give it to them, and it's because we want the clout ourselves. We want to be known that we were talking to this person. We were on the phone. We were on live with this person. We battled this person. We made money from live battling this. Come on, man. It doesn't make any sense. So Muslim TikTok right now is, and back then Muslim TikTok, wallahi, was a lot better. And I think Muslim TikTok is still good right now. But I think it needs to get better. It needs to go back to how it was. And I think, like I said, in terms of it being toxic, it is. But it could be worked on. And as long as people don't go out of Islam for the purpose of those things that I said, I think Muslim TikTok would be very good. Everybody will laugh. Everybody will benefit. Always going to be some bad videos out there, but it's alrighty. in terms of advising, I think it's still good. Sometimes us as dawah creators, we advise in the wrong way. We put people on blast when it shouldn't have been done. So we're at faults at sometimes as well. Sometimes we see videos and it makes us mad, and so we go out and make videos and put it on for everybody to see, when we should have just DM'd them. And so I think we play a part in it. You guys play a part in it. Other people play a part in it. But Muslim TikTok is still one of the best things out there, and I enjoy it. In Ramadan, I loved it. The videos that I saw on Muslim TikTok in Ramadan were beautiful, and I hope to see it again. I think that's it for this podcast. Next week, I'm going to have Yazid on here. Next week podcast, inshallah, me and Yazid is going to talk about the Muslim youth in the West. So we're going to touch up on that topic, inshallah, and talk about how we feel about the Muslim youth in the West, and if we're thriving or if we need help, things like that. So stay tuned for that episode. Inshallah, I'll be dropping a podcast episode every single week. You guys could comment and let me know who you want to see on my podcast episodes, or what topics you guys want to hear from, what topics you guys want me to talk about, and inshallah, we can make that happen. But until then, thank you for joining ZubiTalks. Like, comment, subscribe. Assalamu alaikum.
أيها الموجوع صبرا إن بعد العسر يسرا. أيها الموجوع صبرا